That's so good, I'm geeking out. Welcome to Afifthofjack Gaming, where today we're going to be doing a new segment called Geeking Out. This is when we have a topic that gets us so excited that it has us geek out a bit. So if that's something you're interested into, buckle up, and here we go. We're going to be having a new topic that we're going to be geeking out about. So the big topic that we're talking about today is Thundercats Lost. Yes, I know it's not out yet or anything like that, but there's a couple things that ended up having me excited. We ended up having an interview that was going over with the writer, and the story ends up being where they end up sending out other Thunderians over to figure out other places where they could end up going over and moving to. However, there is a big thing that you're going to see. Well, before I end up doing that, so we're going to slide it on over to the League of Comic Geeks to be able to show you an awesome picture of what we're going over. It's going to make us nice and easy to break down what we're talking about with it and explain why we're geeking out about it. So Thundercats Lost is going to have a group of 5 Thundercats all together. You're going to have the 3 that we know of, which is going to be Linkso, which is this guy right here, Amira, and Bengali. This character is going to be, I guess, the biggest Thundercat there is, and he doesn't have a weapon. He's a brawler, and this one we haven't heard any information about yet. So I'll end up doing a deep dive sometime next month. That's going to be the new 101 that we're going to have for the month, where we're going to break down all 3 of these characters. As you can see, there is a Thundercat insignia. With that, we have to go back into Season 2 when they got introduced into the Thundercats, the original Thundercats. So these 3 was in the original Thundercats. But they started off as Thunderians. And if you don't know what a Thunderian is, it's a person that's of race but isn't of noble blood. So that means they don't end up getting into Cat's Lair or anything like that. Later on in the season, they do, I guess there's a few episodes that they end up becoming Thundercats where Lionel anoints them as Thundercats, and that's when they get the insignia. So why does that have me excited? Because that means there's got to be a new origins that's going to come out of this. We're going to have a new origins of where these guys are from, and a new backstory that's also going to be coming along. So that has me super, super, super excited to be able to find that out and intrigued to see what that origins is going to end up being. It was Season 2 when we were first introduced to those 3, so it's going to be neat. Some key things about these. Linkso is a blind, but he tells by the senses. Amira uses a slingshot as her weapon. And then Bengali is a smither and actually ended up preparing the Sword of Omens in the original series. So all that might be ended up being changed, because as you've seen with Geekin, there was a little bit of changes that was throughout the book series so far. So we're going to be able to find that out. And then we got 2 more Thundercats that we're going to end up learning about all together. We're going to learn about this big old brawler. And then we're going to also learn about, having the side. So the only side character I think of is Raphael. But hey, we'll end up finding out what they end up going with. With them having a new origins, that kind of makes us a little bit geeked out to be able to find out what this is origins is going to end up having. With them having a new origins, has us a little geek to be able to find something else that's going to be adding to the lore of Thundercats, or maybe changing it. Is it going to be for the better? Is it going to be worse? What is it going to be? Who are these Thundercats? What's that story? Well, I guess we're going to have to sit back, relax, and wait until we end up actually seeing what they ended up putting out. So we got Ed Brizin that's on it, and then we have art by Afifthofjack. Why do I have a feeling I killed that name and everything? But either way, it looks like we got names for them right now if you look over at the prequels. And if you're not wanting spoilers, 3, 2, 1. It looks like Sheen is going to be the one the size, and Ligon is going to be the big brawler. So that's going to be something that's going to be neat to be able to find out. And it's going to be awesome to add to the Thundercat lore and add to the Thundercat universe. So what did you think about the idea of what we got coming on? Let us know down in the comments down below. And if you're liking our content that we're putting out, like, subscribe, and hit that little bell to be notified whenever we come out with new content. We're dropping new content on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. So we got 3 videos coming out a week. We may end up expanding if I get a little bit ahead of schedule, and that would be perfect yet. We have occasionally live streams that's going to end up popping up where We're Live is going to be that little segment that we'll end up having. At the time of this is going to end up dropping, we're also playing it on the 30th of being on there for a We're Live moment to be able to follow that Bat Kit project until it comes down to the final moment to see where we end up settling out. And like I said before, thank you for watching, and until next time, we'll see you guys later.